La da da da. Sorry, I'm getting everything ready, everybody. Should be starting soon. Let's see. Is everything working properly? I think so. I think so. Hello, Dino. Hello. We are going to be reacting to some stuff today. I felt like I didn't really feel like playing any game. Hello, Salami. I didn't feel like playing any game. I also didn't want to do anything like super crazy, if that makes sense. Hang on, let me do this. We're gonna do it like this. I've been very well. I've become very tall, so now everybody is short. LOL. Hello, Dawson. Hello. Munchkin woman. How tall are you, Salami? Hello, Flavor. I we're not gonna get to everything tonight, by the way. I'm gonna try to get to as much as I can. I cherry picked some ones that looked pretty interesting, and if we don't get to it all, then I'll have to save it for another night. I'm glad you're here, Dawson. Hello, hello. So the first one we're gonna watch is something that's recommended by Flavor. It's called Sumo Soup, Living Large with Chenko Nabe. I'm sure I butchered that. Hello, Ralph. I'm ready to learn Medi. Oh, it's Medi. Hello, Medi. Yes, I actually got both your things up here. I think it'll be cute to watch. But we're gonna start off with one of Flavor's things. It's something about sumo soup. It's only 2 minutes long, but we're gonna watch it.
ちゃんこ鍋はお相撲さんが日常食べる料理のことをちゃんこと言います。
Hang on. Let me I'm trying to find the right adjustment. We'll watch it like this. This will be fine.
ちゃんこ鍋はお相撲さんが日常食べる料理のことをちゃんこと言います。そうですね。このちゃんこ鍋を食べてみんな体を作って大きくなります。
I kind of wonder how much they eat. Hello, Anna.
私は元琴川梅の北山聡です。店の名前は歴史料理琴川梅です。
Ballin', nice.
店は東京の錦糸町にあります。店ではちゃんこ鍋を中心に出しています。ちゃんっていうのは、お父さんのことをちゃんと言って子供と一緒に食べる鍋なので、そうです。
I kind of wonder how much, like, I wonder if they'll go into how much they'll eat. I'm kind of curious, because, like, don't they have to eat, like, an X amount of calories to maintain their body weight? It's just bodybuilding, but with an emphasis on a shit ton of carbs. Yeah, for sure. Oh, hey, just a heads up on streaming, Dad. So potatoes. I mean, do potatoes even grow naturally in Japan? I don't even know. I'd imagine they eat a lot of noodles and like red meats and stuff. All right, I was just stopping by before work. I gotta go chop wood. See ya. Have a good day, Dawson. Thank you. Between 5,000 and 12,000? That's insane. That's fucking insane, actually. I could never eat that much. I could barely eat. Well, okay, yeah, I know potatoes can grow anywhere. They're fucking hardy as fuck. I'm talking about, like, do they grow there naturally, or did we, like, bring them over there? I don't know. I don't even know where potatoes are from. Like Ireland or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I know they have some roots, like wasabi's a root, I think. I don't know. Maybe. But I don't know if, like, potatoes grow naturally there. Those guys aren't as big as you think they would be. I have a lot of roots that are kind of like potatoes and sweet potatoes. Nice. I love sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes with a bunch of sugar on it. It's like candy at that point. But again, I don't know where they're from. Maybe we can look that up after this. 15 to 34, Jesus. Oh, this guy's a
店
champion.
を開こうと思ったのはやっぱりちゃんこの美味しさ自分たち
All I need, potatoes are just roots. All they need is soil, air, and water. True. I meant to say Japan. Oh, Japan does? Oh, shit. Peruvian, peasant male. Potatoes are from America. I don't know, man. Maybe. Probably.
が今まで行っ
I'm
た
not the most
全国
cultured,
の
so
美
don't
味しい
take my
料
word
理
for
を皆さ
anything.
んに知ってもらいたくて店を開きました。そうですね、やっぱり美味しいですねって言われるのが一番嬉しくて。
Oh man, this
ちゃ
actually
んこ
looks
って
really
言って
good.
もいろんな何種類も種類があって、
Chenko.
やっぱりその味に飽きない。
South America. Andes Mountain, South America, specifically the regions known for the Tahiti. What even word is that? Something plateau. I can't read. I'm so my eyesight's terrible. South America. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I thought they were like I thought they would have either been like either European like Ireland cuz like obviously there's a huge history with potatoes there, but like I wasn't sure if they grew naturally in Europe or in America. You know, that's kind of interesting. I wonder, you know what, after this video we'll look up the history of potatoes for shits and giggles. I think that'd be pretty cool.
だから未だにもう本当ちゃんこは大好きですね。はい、基本的には食べるのが大好きだったので。
Titty, I can't read that word flavor. I'm sorry, I can't read that. Titicaca. Oh god. I should get my glasses. I can't read shit. Bunny potatoes aren't from Ireland, LMFAO. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I am a registered potato lore keeper. Based. That's fucking based. How do I get registered? Oh, the video's already over? That was so short. Hang on. Let me take a look at like some of the food they had. I was too busy trying to read chat and I missed a lot of the food. That kind of looked like potatoes a little bit, didn't it? No, it's tofu. Tofu's much different than potatoes. It looks delicious. I'd fucking eat it. And they fuel industry, true. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if I had to say my favorite food, it would have to be potatoes. You could ask my daddy, like, I fucking can destroy a bag of potatoes. Like, if my dad cooks them, he has to cook extra because I'll just eat them all. Let me look that up. Let's see. Where are potatoes from? See, now I feel bad because we were talking about potatoes. Peruvian, Bolivian, Andes. See, we were talking about potatoes and I completely like missed the plot of the video. And I feel terrible about it. But I'm kind of curious now. What does the Encyclopedia Britannica have to say about it? Annual plant in the nightshade family. Didn't know that. Grown for its starchy, edible tubers. Peru again. True. Yes. Looks like I know what I'm gonna bring as a gift for Kari. Yeah, a sack of potatoes. I'd actually like that. Rice is a better superfood since it's in Civ 6 and potatoes aren't. Well, maybe that needs to change. I feel like potatoes are way better than rice. Rice doesn't fill me up. I have to eat way more rice than potatoes to be filled, you know. The potato is native to Peruvian, Bolivian Andes, and it is one of the world's main food crops. I knew that. Potatoes are served frequently whole or mashed as cooked vegetables. They are also ground into potato flour used for baking and thickener for sauces. Okay. I knew they were used for baking. I didn't know they used them as a thickener. I always thought they used well, I guess it makes sense. It's like a starchy thing, right? But I always thought they used like rice flour or some kind of other flour. Tubers. I like how it's called tubers. The tubers are highly digestible and supply vitamin C, potassium, thanium, and nisane. That sounds horrible. Just put something in the reacts emissions. Mashed potatoes are not good. That's heresy, okay? I fucking love mashed potatoes. What are you fucking talking about? I don't like mashed potatoes. You're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. You are wrong. I'll fight you on that, Anna. I highly disagree with you on it. Okay, so that was Flavor's sumo soup. I apologize for not paying attention to it. I got too caught up in the potato conversation, but we did learn something. It did look really good, though. I did like how the food looks. I'm not a huge tofu person, but I'd eat that. I'd try it. I feel like tofu is just like, I don't know. I'm gonna say something culturally insensitive, so I'm gonna stop here. Just feels mushy. Well, I mean, if you mash it up too much, yeah, it feels mushy. But like if you do it correctly and you leave some chunks in there, it has a good texture. Chunks and skin and like a bunch of cheese. Oh my god, I'd fucking kill somebody for some mashed potatoes. Time to watch The Seeds of Jonaville explained by an Irishman. I mean, did you put in the chat? We'll continue the let me bring it up real quick. Oh my god, where's my fucking Discord? Let's see, react submissions. British troops, thousands. We will fight till our very last bullet. Tales from the bottle. We'll see. Well, if it was potato related, I would have kept watching it. But I kind of want to keep I don't want to like add on too much since we already have like a lot. Some videos are like well over an hour long. So if we could get to it tonight, I'll watch it. But if we can't get to it tonight, and I'll put it at the top of the list for next time. But next ones, we're going to be watching some by actually Ralph Fig, who's in the chat. Hello, Ralph. Hello, Medi. We're going to watch, the first one is millipedes, and then we'll watch snails. I don't know what this is about. I'm a little afraid, but we're going to watch it anyways. Kelpie, my GF says, chunky mashed potatoes are a crime against God. Your girlfriend's wrong. I'm sorry, Medi, you need to break up with her. No, I'm kidding. You don't break up with her, but she's wrong. She is actually wrong. I love chunky mashed potatoes. I'm not saying, like, it has to be, like, major chunks, but, like, you know, like, I'd like it when it has a little texture. You know what I mean? It's like 7 minutes. Okay, we'll see if we can't work it in after Ralph's videos then, okay? I'll watch it then. But bad girlfriend will destroy your Gen X. No. No, I'm kidding. His girlfriend's very nice. I'm just saying she is wrong about that, though. I like my mashed potatoes to have a little texture. I don't like it to be like a porridge, you know? If I wanted a porridge, I'd eat grits. Is that a theory of dead man baby? Okay, we're gonna watch this. I'm a little afraid. I like the editing so far, though. Oh my god, they're so cute. Millipedes in you. Okay. What is this editing?
Oh, hi there. I'm Ralph Fig, and I know it looks like I just came out of the closet, but I assure you, I'm not one of those homosexuals. Now, do you want to learn about millipedes?
Yes, I do.
Come with me.
Smokey bug. I love millipedes.
Millipedes were some of the first animals to have colonized land. And
lanky ass motherfuckers. Look at those legs. Thinking they're better than us with all those fucking legs?
While imagining a millipede building its dream cabin during the Silurian period may be a fun thought, due to rising sea levels, likely the housing crisis was even worse than it is today.
Housing crisis.
Millipedes' heads consist of ocelli, as well as a single pair of antennae. Past their head is what is known as a column, which features no legs.
Oh my god, the editing is so goofy.
The rest of the body. Past this, you will find the haplosegments, sometimes called the thorax, which have a single pair of legs each, while the segments past it are
1 million legs for 1 million years,
which sport 2 pairs of legs each.
Every year they get a new leg, and they get longer and longer.
Located in the hindmost portion of the millipede is the telson. It's essentially the butthole.
Now, you may be wondering, Ralph, these millipedes, do they have any rivals, any adversaries?
Sworn
well,
enemies?
It's funny you ask that, because yes, they do. This is where I'd like to introduce you to the centipede.
Oh shit.
Every hero has an antagonist. Meet the centipede, a fast and diabolical carnivorous insect.
Holy shit.
For every good deed a millipede...
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna go back a little bit, hang on.
Insect.
They're eating those poor animals. Do millipedes like chaperone? I'm sure they do. I'm sure millipedes stand chaperone. Vsauce level act. Dude, it's good. I'm liking this. But like, look at the poor froggy. No, fuck because fuck these centipede
You're either
motherfuckers.
Ignorant and or a bigot. While millipedes are peaceful, fun-loving creatures, centipedes are arbiters of chaos. Only leaving venom and blood in their path.
Oh my gosh. Mood change.
Now, you may be wondering, what do I personally have against
centipedes?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, because just the other day...
Hang on, I have to listen to that again, I'm sorry.
You may be wondering, what do I personally have against
centipedes?
Well, I'm glad that you...
Flawless. Flawless. Would never have noticed. So...
because just the other day...
Well, like, straight from Far Cry 5,
my kitchen floor, of all things.
Oh shit. No, fuck.
Oh, this day is going to be so lovely. That moldy piece of bread that was under the kitchen island. Oh, I just cannot wait to get to that.
Aw. Look at him go.
Oh, how lovely. Well, the bread isn't as moldy as I remember it, but just as scrumptious.
Hey, yo, Cug got a piece of bread, man.
Fresh. I love
Hey, yo,
bread.
shit, you got $1?
Oh, well, hello, my new friends. Yes, we can all share the bread. I would love to share with my new friends.
Oh my goodness.
Damn,
oh,
shit,
don't
mind
mind
it. Damn,
bitch boy.
That's so mean. Oh my gosh. He looks like he'd be alongside John Sneed, yes.
Many people ask me, am I prejudiced against centipedes? Well, the answer is simple. Yes.
We stand millipedes now. Millipede NTR gaming. Dude, okay, fuck those centipedes. Did you see how they stole their bread? That's fucking cracked, yo. We need to bring awareness to millipede discrimination again by the centipedes. It's just one millipede on that couch. Yeah. Yeah, one millipede surrounded by a bunch of centipedes. Oh, geez. Salami, make that edit for me so I could use it as a thumbnail when I inevitably cut this up. Centipedes are thieves. Yeah, fuck centipedes. But we got more. We also got snails, and we're gonna watch that too. Also made by our good friend Ralph in the chat. Let's see what he has to say about this. I just for clarification, I also love snails. I think snails are like the cutest fucking thing in the world. Unironically.
There sure are a whole lot of silly little critters about the old world. But I'm sure you rarely think about our slimy little hermaphroditic friends that we just have beneath our feet.
They're all just standing.
And while you may not see it,
they're all just standing on their holes. Wait, badgers, you mean? Maybe.
A complex world, I myself see a great value.
Fuck that noise. I'm gonna do a render cuck panel with millipedes and centipedes. Yes. That you go ham. Harry Solos though,
vague
yeah.
and complicated pest in our gardens.
Look how cute these things
in
are.
Nature, snails are creatures able to experience the world in ways never thought possible.
They're so adorable. They're so slow.
Like mass famine. And parasites.
What? Oh, I knew about the parasites one. They get those zombie parasites.
Eye, cerebral ganglia, crop, salivary gland, anus, lung, shell, ovotestis, intestine, liver, stomach, kidney, mantle, heart, foot, oviduct, mucus.
Make sure you're taking notes, class. We're going to be doing a surprise quiz afterwards.
Glands, vas deferens, dart sac, flesh wallet, dangly bits, genital spores, salivary, buccal mass, mouth tentacle.
Did you guys get all that? Did you get all that, guys? Because it's going to be on the test tomorrow.
Posting tentacle-assisted manual focus.
I have never eaten snails. I love snails too much to eat them. Also, I don't think the idea of slimy critters being in my mouth is very appealing. But I would keep one as a pet just to watch them eat a leaf. Have you guys ever seen a snail eat a leaf? Hang on, we'll go back to the video in a second. I spelled eating so horribly. That was really embarrassing. I should be ashamed of myself for that. Let's see. Videos. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at him look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, I love him. They just go they're so proficient at eating leaves. They're terrible for your garden, but as like a pet I'd oh.
Ever wondered how
Yeah, see, we're not going to watch anymore. We're going to go back to Medi's video. Finish his snail video, but you got to admit they're so cute. I love snails. But the question is, do we choose snails over millipedes? And I'm just not sure.
No actual ears to speak of, though I do think cochlear implant, no magnet. Next to no information on how they taste things.
Oh,
though they do have food preferences. They do be shitting out all over their face and head. Hell yeah, brother!
Nail tail and co.
That is true. Their asshole is right above their head, so it just kind of comes out the front.
Where you can see the hottest snussy your heart desires on the 8470 vein.
Take into that.
I don't know what the AITTS, the ATIS. I don't know what that means. I've eaten a lot of things I shouldn't have, but considering I was in a cellar and not given much food, I'm sorry. Badger triumph overall. Yeah, if Medi does another video, it needs to be on badgers.
One cousin who is constantly proving time and time again that they provide even less than you. A failure. Slugs are profoundly uninteresting and really awful and disgusting creatures. Seriously.
Dude, unironically, I was at my sister's house last Thursday, and I was letting the dog out at like 2 a.m. because I didn't want to wake my sister up since she was letting me stay over there, and I stepped on a fucking slug. It fucking smelled so badly. It smelled so badly, and I had to limp. I had to limp to the bathroom and try to wash my feet off. The next one is on cuttlefish. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll take cuttlefish. Cuttlefish are adorable too. I ate snails in France. Would not recommend TBH. Honey badgers in specific. I actually, I'll have to post it for you, and I actually have the fur of an American badger. Like the white ones that, take on bears. I actually have the fur hanging up in my bedroom. I'll send it to you later. But, moral of the story is, don't step on slugs. They stink horribly, and they get all over your feet.
Look at that.
Cuttlefish have femboys built into their genetics. That is true. That is factual.
Giant pneumostone, where they actually shit, breed, and breathe from.
Damn!
Honestly, I could go...
Bitch got a multi-purpose hole right there.
on, so I will. You know how, kids say KYS now?
Yeah.
If slugs could use Discord, you can guess what I'd be flooding their DMs with. Slugs belong in IEP classes.
Oh god, if I saw a slug even looking at me or my family, I'd be getting violent, man. Hold me back straight from...
Damn, fucking the snail and slug violence is real.
Ice in one of these bums, dead center of the block.
I have a taxidermy skunk that's based. I used to collect taxidermy, so I have some taxidermy things. Snails have cum rockets. I did not know that. That is interesting.
I'm gonna pop a Glock on one of these poo-breathing asses, boy.
Jay, look at me. Are you a fucking slug? You a fucking slug?
Cum rocks.
Really? You lying to me?
Oh, cum rocks, not cum rocket. Okay, that makes sense. That makes less sense, actually. That makes less sense, actually.
You wanna fucking tell me want to tell me you're a snail? Really? Really? You want to play that game? Do you? Oh, I'll play that game. I'll play that game. I'll fucking play. You say you're bringing a girl home. You say you're bringing a girl home.
She has
She's a
Look at
slut.
him go.
semi.
Look at that guy go to town on that carrot. It's so cute. They're not as cute as snails. Snails are definitely cuter, but I think slugs are pretty cute. They just stink if you step on
There's
them.
a
Shell,
fucking
that's
shell.
not even
Where's the shell,
real.
huh? Yeah, I don't fucking see
Slug
it.
more like bug.
Get the
Slug
fuck
molested me
out.
when I was
Yeah,
6.
fuck slugs.
Snails shoot semen-filled harpoons at each other. I know. Are you sure that's not sea slugs? Or do snails do that too? I know sea slugs do that. They'll like battle it out, and the loser has to be the woman.
As you can see, there is a lot to discuss with snails. They make wonderful,
Yeah.
low-maintenance pets who have a lot
True.
of personality to offer. Thank God you can buy them
I bet they stink though. I hate to say it, like that container does not look like it smells
on
good.
eBay without limit. I really don't know how I would get away with all the things that I did if I couldn't do that. Thanks for watching.
Some lands do. Not all of them do. Okay. Got it. See, I didn't know that. See, that was so informal. Everybody go subscribe to Ralph Fig. Very interesting. I thank you for sharing. The snail's video is just a face hug to bread. They don't smell that bad when they are alive. That's good to know. Do you have to clean their tank regularly? I'm assuming those are your slugs that you're showing. Do you, because like, you know, like certain bugs and shit, like crickets. You know, you don't think crickets smell bad, but you ever been to a pet store near the cricket section? It's not a good smell. I'm always imagine they smell like crickets. You shouldn't. Oh shit. So you don't. I hate the slimy trail they leave behind and stuff. I think it's cute. I think on their own they're cute. Man, I want a lobster-sized cockroach so I can milk it. What the fuck, Salami? I'll sub when a hairy video is mad. What? I don't know. Better, they do, here, actually, you know what, here, I'll make it easy for you guys. You guys should sub to this guy, because he's really funny. Everybody go sub to this guy. You don't have a choice. But, you know, I can't wait for your cuttlefish video, because those were really funny. I like those. Do you know about cockroach milk? I don't know, and I don't want to know, Salami. Please. I feel like that's a rabbit hole I really don't want to go down. Okay. Next video. Next video it's a bit of a longer one. So it's two-parter, right? We got, well, I say two-parter and I didn't bring up the second part. I'll bring it up later. So, context. There is a YouTuber, very, very long-term YouTuber named Your Movie Sucks. He basically reviews movies. Make a video on Harry. Like Harry Potter, you mean? I don't even know. But Your Movie Sucks basically is a movie reviewer, and he's had some very controversial opinions. Now, I've done a couple things. I brought up the Nicholas Diorio response. I also brought up his response to this video that we're going to be watching, which we will go over. And then there's another video that we may watch, depending on how I feel. That's his, like, response to everything. But this is the Rob's Media one. So Rob's Media basically made a video talking about all his past discretions, to put it nicely. Oh, Harry Styles. Harry Styles. That's what you meant. My dog, do you hate me that much? You forgot. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to keep up. I apologize. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna say one thing. Even if the surface of the planet is completely blown up and radiated 2,000 years in the future, you could still have a nice bowl of cereal. Salami, are you gonna become a professional cockroach milker in the future? Wouldn't that be a fucking hell of a job? But for now, we're gonna watch Rob's Media, and I do actually have some opinions on this, so I am gonna be pausing it a lot. I am a little bit more familiar with this situation, but yeah, we'll go over as we watch it. So this is Rob's media.
Welcome back to Idiot Influencers.
I love Rob's
Today
media,
we'll be
by the way.
covering a beloved movie reviewer here on YouTube named Adam
Just
Johnston,
imagine Fallout 4
aka
roaches.
Your Movie Sucks. I used to be a fan of YMS.
Well, see, okay, counter that. So everybody's like, oh, in the future, roaches are gonna get big and radiated and blah blah blah. But don't like insects and like roaches and shit need oxygen to get massive? And wouldn't that mean like in the future, if like everything's irradiated and all the air is like fucking all nasty, wouldn't it mean they get smaller, right? Or maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Let's watch this.
Up until a few years ago, and recently I've decided to look into his now forgotten
This guy looks like Pirate Software if Pirate Software had fetal alcohol syndrome.
controversies. Ones that he successfully turned into running
Eric's
gags of his
discussion would
content.
crush themselves before they grow.
But
Yes.
the more I've delved into them, the more degenerate and twisted Adam truly seems to be. I'm not really going to be focusing on his movie reviews themselves, as many of those controversies are small and overall insignificant. Though a few are funny to me, like when he negatively reviewed the film Prince of Egypt, because he's a hardcore Reddit atheist who hates all things.
I don't know how true that is. I haven't seen... I'll be honest with you, I've only seen Your Movie Sucks a couple times. I was more of a I hate everything kind of person. But I would have to see how that is. He claims that's not what it is, but he didn't give it like a nice review. I do remember that. But he says it's not because of atheism, so to speak. The reason why insects need a lot of oxygen to get bigger is because they don't have the proper way to breathe and passive humans and whales able to get huge because our lungs that pump directly. True. He looks like if Penguin Zero's retarded brother Penguin Puzzle Piece. Yeah, fucking his Penguin Zero's fucking autistic brother Penguin Puzzle Pieces. Dude, you'll never believe what I saw today. I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble, but that's really funny.
Christianity. There's also drama involving him and his former roommates and editor.
That reminds me of the time my poo-poo took a pee-pee. Actually, that's just exactly what Moist Critical says, actually. It's not much different.
Mark. Mark kept making excuses for why he couldn't get work done, leading to Adam having mental breakdowns over the stress of it all.
Yeah, his wang
Around
out,
2017, he became more open about the fact that he's a furry, or a fur fag, as he likes to call it.
I can't really call
that is the proper word you should use when discussing these kind of people, by the way.
this common knowledge.
Is this solid background music while I work on my Minecraft mod pack? Nice. I hope you like it. We're gonna be it's the video, if you want to watch the video, it's Idiot Influencers by Rob's Media. But I appreciate you being here. I hope it can entertain you while you work on your Minecraft stuff. Moist syndrome.
But anyway, I'm not joking.
True.
I'm a gigantic fur fan. I go to the conventions.
So is
I
Andrew.
masturbate to furry pornography or whatever.
Okay.
And so just
That's nothing to brag about, by the way. If you're jerking it off, like if you're jerking off to furry pornography, at least have some decency and not tell people.
the fact that
Really?
I can't even get
The fact that he's so comfortable telling people he jerks off to furry porn is a huge red flag.
boner without thinking of half animal, half human cartoon. That's pretty fucking weird on its own. So
Yes,
I mean,
it is weird.
Is this a joke or are you?
it's not a
Being self-aware doesn't help the situation. You just
Oh,
joke.
like-
I know that
Huh.
my sarcastic voice sounds exactly like my serious voice. When I say I'm a fur fan, I'm not even.
I mean, I already
just
told you.
referencing the joke of what people call furries. I mean, like, I'm super fucking gay too.
Oh,
and I know my
SWAT
voice.
cats, then.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what SWAT cats was.
Please leave.
Adam
Furry chastity BDSM NTR. I'm so afraid of what that means.
claims he's
I'm
sexually
so
attracted
afraid.
to male furries, and
I'm not sure if that's a rabbit hole I want to go down.
Has a history of going to furry conventions. In fact, his iconic profile picture is a cropped image of him next to whatever the fuck this is.
Gross.
This was taken at Rainforest 2012, and if that name sounds familiar, you've most likely seen this internet historian video.
By the way, he's kind of come out, and we'll go over the comment. He says this wasn't at Rainforest, which, you know, fair enough, but like that's the only thing he gets right in his response to this video. It gets really weird. But I think it was like at a private party in a different state, I think, but it wasn't related to Rainforest. But he also was at Rainforest, so that doesn't help much. Those many contradiction words that I don't believe you and understand what the human language means. Yeah. Oh shit. What the fuck happened?
Rainforest.
Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck was that? That was fucking weird.
Became infamous after his 2015 convention due to the degeneracy of all of the attendees. Multiple sexual assaults were reported, furries were illegally hotboxing in their rooms, a flood was started due to someone loosening a toilet's bolts.
See the
2000.
Why do you see some messages but I don't? You have to. Okay, I don't know why YouTube does this, but it automatically defaults to top chat. I change it over to live chat so I could see all the messages, but if you go to like, hang on, let me bring it up real quick. Hang on. So if you go here, right? Oh, you can't even see it because fuck, hang on. Window capture. Here. This is my live stream, right? If you go here and like go right here and then hit live chat, you'll be able to see more messages like that. So that's how you do that. And we switch over back to idiot influencers. There we go. On mobile next to X. Yeah. I don't know why YouTube defaults to that. I think it's kind of goofy. I think it should default to all chat messages, but I also don't know how to make it default to all chat messages, so we'll just have to roll with it, you know. Yeah, sorry about that.
And nitrous
Back to the furry, yes.
oxide canisters were found in the stairwell, and used diapers were being left on people's cars.
Gross.
Adam went to Rainforest 2015, claiming that none of that actually happened.
Do you guys crinkle, by the way? Are you guys down for a crinkle party? If you say yes, leave my chat.
Happened. He quickly corrects himself by saying it did happen, but it was all done by a small minority of people.
What people don't.
It is stupid. I don't know why, but that's how. If you don't see all the messages, you just have to change it from top chat to live chat.
Realize is that like a lot of the shit that people think the convention got banned for is not what it actually got banned for. Half of the shit that appeared online, the like, ooh, people were leaving diapers in the stairwells and diapers on cars and shit, like that didn't actually happen, and it was just one guy.
That was
and
not a thing.
It was literally, you can trace it back to one Twitter account.
Either way,
I mean, so basically, Rob's media is correct here. Like, he's like, oh, it never happened, but it did happen, and it was like one guy. But even if it was one guy, that doesn't change the fact that it wasn't just the diapers might have been one guy, but the drug usage wasn't one guy. Like property destruction wasn't one guy, sexual assault wasn't one guy. It was a little bit more than just one guy. Let's be real. Oh my god, Rainforest, yes. Yes. I'm glad I don't know what crinkle is. Never look it up. Stay innocent, Anna.
All future Rainforest conventions were cancelled due to these incidents.
Yeah.
In 2022, Adam would show off his persona, a feminine horse.
Oh my
Vosh
god.
is popping an insane boner right now. He posts a series of photos in the
Hang on. I want to see that again.
A feminine horse. Vosh
fucking Vosh
is popping an insane boner right now. He posts a series of photos in this suit.
That's
along
a
with
wild
porn
suit.
Where he's having sex with big black bulls. I'm obviously not going to show any of this. Yeah. What I will show you is this infamous tweet from April 2018. It reads,
contradiction cue turnabout music, yes.
To all of the people out there that think illustrated and or fictional porn depicting illegal activity should be illegal, why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? I don't see how it's different from an ethical standpoint.
Because you're not jerking off to murder. If you're jerking off to fucking the guinea pig series or fucking Nightmare on Elm Street or fucking any graphically violent movie, you got other problems. Okay? So just like if you're jerking off to animals, you have fucking problems.
It's purposely vague.
He thought he was being fucking super fucking intellectual with that one, but he's not. It's the difference is you're jerking off to one and not the other.
But it's clear to me and many others that this is a defense of lolicon and shotacon. If you don't know what that is,
gross.
It's sexual drawings of children. If this sounds like a reach, a lot of the top comments are making defenses of this stuff, and it becomes clear once additional context is added.
It's so gross. Like, it's the same. Look, it's just my problem with like Loli and Shota, if you're okay with jerking off to drawings, it's not a hard leap to move on to the real thing. So it should be criticized, it should be illegal. I think there was even like a study done that like in Australia, a majority of pedophiles got started on that stuff, so they like banned it outright, which is like a rare Australian W. You know, it's just gross. H. Geiger fucked up my sexuality to the 10th degree. Yikes. Sounds like at least you're not like this guy, though. Look, no matter how degenerate you are, Salami, as long as you're not jerking off to animals or kids, you're winning in life. So, you know, you could get a little freaky as long as it doesn't get like degenerate, right? Australia also banned Hotline Miami too, so yeah, that's why I said it's a rare Australian W. A rare Australian W. Australia has a habit of like banning shit they really shouldn't have, but I feel like that one's HR Gecko? The Gecko? 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. I'm so in the clear. Yes. But, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things, I feel like it should be illegal, right? Because it's the slippery slope theory is very real when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, 1 minute you're jerking off to 10,000-year-old dragons that look like 5-year-olds, and next minute you're lurking around a preschool trying to pick up kids. So, let's get back to internet drama. True.
Only a few days earlier, a massive drama erupted on furry Twitter due to someone named Tacklebox being exposed for allegedly enjoying porn. Most furries called this out.
The guy who designed the alien saw Xeno, I saw Xeno titties when I went to the museum in Switzerland when I was 3. That's kind of cool, actually. See, that's based as shit, okay? That's based as fuck. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Hentai should be illegal. Rule 34, pahil should. I don't know what pahil means, but yeah, I would agree with that. It gets a little degenerate.
But I guess Adam had to vague post, downplaying what happened here. Seeing that Adam is very well connected to the furry community, it can't be a coincidence that this is what he's responding to. And if you still think this is a stretch, Adam was on stream with Mark defending the idea of drawn CP,
this is
saying
gross.
It should be legal.
Should animated child porn be legal? Yes,
No.
It should be.
No. No!
You shouldn't be able to go to jail for drawing something, even if it's, like, disgusting and people don't agree with it.
Yes, it is gross.
Yeah. It's like...
Like, you can just not look at it if you don't like it.
It's not a matter of not looking at it. It's the fact that people will look at it, they'll get bored with it, and move on to the real thing. I'm getting the shotgun. Yeah, it's just like there's no like people are like, oh, it prevents people from actually doing it. It's like no, it leads people into it. That's the problem. I think it's more of like it's like you know how like drug dealers give you heroin for free, first time's free, and then you get hooked for life. I feel like drawn Loli and Shota is like that for child pornography, right?
There's no victim.
Like, if you look at it early enough, you get fucking addicted to it. If you goon to drawn gay porn, are you gay? Yes. maybe. It depends on the context. Right? And again, this doesn't mean, like, saying you shouldn't have, like, drawn pornography or even pornography as a whole. Like, as long as there's consenting adults in that pornography, it's fine. But if they're children, it's like, it's just weird.
To drawing
There's just no excuse, in my opinion.
something.
Yeah, I love it when people think that like an actual baby's been
Yeah, I know. How
harmed by
old
drawing
is,
one. It's like,
how
what?
old are you
you,
before I
like,
bully you?
mental? I know that like people get uncomfortable, but like
Yeah,
that's,
exactly. You
there's
shouldn't
no logic.
jail people for being uncomfortable.
Be nice in the chat, but yeah. I think Dino is old enough for you to bully, but I don't think but don't get too mean with it. So if you goon to drawn CP, are you a freak? Yes. If it's CP drawn or not, it should be illegal in my opinion. Or grammar. That's fair. I'm the same way.
This stream clip is currently unlisted. Huh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen this stuff get brought up
Turkey
significantly
Tom!
is when Turkey Tom briefly mentioned it.
And why
I fucking love Turkey Tom.
is your name Turkey Tom, but you're not a turkey? Alright, if you really want to pull this off and brand it right, you'd be a fucking turkey.
Because he goes gorilla mode, so he's a gorilla.
In mid-2018, Tom made a now lost video covering Digibro, where he made a slight jab against Adam.
You're a
Adam
freak if you
clapped
do.
back with a really
Yeah.
angry comment. I love how literally all it took was for me to comment, yup, on one of Digi's videos.
I like that I like that the Tom's video is lost media, but we still have the fucking screenshot of his comment.
To basically go, hey, did you know that YMS also thinks that jerking it to a cartoon isn't the same as abusing children? He's a fur fag. Therefore, arguments that he supports are wrong.
You called yourself a fur fag though. Like, why are you getting your anus in a twist about it? And you are defending it. So like, yeah, people are gonna assume you fucking jerk off to it. Gorilla Tom wins. Gorilla Tom always goes gorilla mode. He's always in gorilla mode.
Hilarious. Absolutely
I would tell you a win, but he never fucking streams anymore.
hilarious. He then rants about Kiwi Farms, calling them out for doxing. However, I suspect that he's more mad at Kiwi Farms for documenting a really creepy habit of his.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anybody who's pissed off at Kiwi Farms usually has a Kiwi Farms thread. And if you go there, you end up finding the most degenerate shit. Like, I'm not saying Kiwi Farms is like, you know, oh, it's like they haven't done anything wrong. For sure they haven't. They're a fucking bullying website. But like 9.9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, anybody bitching about it usually has a thread on there. If I kill your movie sucks, is it justifiable homicide? Unfortunately, no. You can't kill people. Can't kill people. Instead of killing your movie sucks, and point and laugh at him and call him a dog fucker, because that's what he is at this point.
On another...
And he could say, oh, I've never fucked a dog before. If you're defending fucking animals and say it shouldn't be legal, the chances are you fucked a dog or you want to fuck a dog.
stream,
or a lion in this case,
Adam would defend bestiality, the sexual attraction to animals. He flat out says that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, seeing that as some form of bigotry.
If a state has animal abuse laws but not zoophilia bestiality laws, that means that if they have sex with an animal and it is determined that they were abusing the animal, sexually or not, you know, if they raped the animal,
is it romantic homicide?
The animal didn't like it, then they would.
Oh no! I hit a button. Hang on.
And it is determined that they were abusing the animal.
You didn't see
sexually or not, you know, if they raped the animal, if they forced the animal and the animal didn't like it, then they would determine that the animal was being abused. The reason why zoophilia and bestiality laws exist is because people would be in court over having sex with an animal, and no one would be able to determine whether or not the animal was actually abused, which I don't think you should go to jail.
Animals cannot, will not, and never will be able to consent to human affections in that way. And again, anybody who tries to make this argument wants to fuck animals. That's what it boils down to. And he's gonna say, oh, I don't want to actually fuck animals. You'll see it later on, but like, there's no reason to make this argument unless you want to fuck animals. And I will die on that hill. Yeah, he's gonna have a romantic relationship with a 12-inch slug. It's a bit mean, Anna, but I get you. Like, it's just like, it's just so gross, right? It's like, oh well, animals, you know, how can you? I'm flustered. Hang on. You can't. He's basically saying you can't tell whether or not an animal consents, or you shouldn't throw people in jail because an animal consent. But but there's no way you could tell animals consent. He's basically saying if the animal consents, it's not rape, but animals cannot consent, which is why this argument is gross. There we go. I got my words out eventually.
If
Took me a second, but I got out.
evidence whatsoever that the animal was being abused. Because if the animal wasn't abused, then you're not really helping anybody. You're just putting somebody in jail because
if you have sex with the animal, that is abuse.
You don't like them because you think that what they're doing is gross and you don't understand them.
It is gross.
And this isn't the only time Adam has said stuff like this. He has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for bestiality and zoophilia. He's written multi-paragraph long essays through Reddit and YouTube comments.
Do you know where that one guy who moved a beak in Octopus proceeded to feed it? That was a feed off his cum until he died for like 10 years straight. Okay, first off, I don't think that actually happened. I think that was a 4chan's ship post saying that you could theoretically remove an octopus's beak and feed it your cum. But I don't think that would be abuse too. You shouldn't do that. But I don't think that was like a real thing. Actually, I think that was just a 4chan ship post if I remember correctly. But I do know what you're talking about.
Trying to restate his position whenever anyone makes fun of him for it. It's kind of like the whole leftist meme trend, where you turn everybody away because you included too many words. I won't read all of these for time's sake, but feel free to pause.
This guy went to the fucking Dark Viper AU school of writing responses.
If you want to analyze these walls of text.
No, I'm not going to do that.
This clearly became a soft spot to Adam, as he'd get pissed whenever anyone joked about his bestiality defenses. The funniest instance of this is when Adam started an argument.
Wait, was that a real thing? I thought that was a I thought that was a 4chan shit post. That's a real thing. That person should be in jail. Octopuses, I think it's octopuses. Octopuses are like some of the smartest creatures on the planet. They're not, they're not obviously not as smart as like dolphins and shit, but they're like intelligent enough to solve puzzles and stuff. That's fucking horrible if that's the case.
Of Null, the owner of Kiwi Farms, after he uploaded a video in late 2018 talking about the zoo sadist Wolf. In that video, he makes the claim that Adam is part of the growing normalization for fucking dogs.
True.
Thank you for linking to the.
If you fucking say people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, you are part of the normalization. You're a symptom of the greater problem. I didn't show my Belle Delphine message. It didn't show my oh. Yeah, I don't think she fucked a octopus. I think she what did she do? She just like put googly eyes on it and like played with it, right? Like that's what it was. It was like Pornhub bait. If you're talking about Belle Delphine.
The original video in the description so people can see the full argument, but I see why you left out so much of it. I stand by my controversial opinion. So even when he gets.
By the way, that's if you don't know who that is, that's talking. That's Noel from the owner of Kiwi Farms. She abused it. Yeah, I would say she abused it for sure. She kept it out of the tank and stuck googly eyes to it. I would say that, yeah, I would agree with that. And with her history, I don't trust it. I don't think she fucked the octopus, though. But she did, I would say, keeping it out of a tank while if it's alive and playing with it like that, it's not good. But I don't think she fucked it. I think it was literally just 4chan. Like that one where she took, like, PewDiePie's picture and said, PewDiePie, go eating or, like, putting PewDiePie inside my body, and then she just ate a picture of PewDiePie, which is weird. Like, it was just, she was just fucking with people, I think.
Gets called out for this. He stands by it. I do not believe that sex with animals should be encouraged, but I am wholeheartedly.
Noel sounds like he's on the verge of crying. Doesn't he sound like it? Like, whenever I hear Noel from Kiwi Farms talk, it always sounds like he's about to burst into tears, and I feel bad for him.
Against imprisoning those who have had non-abusive sexual relations with animals.
Don't cry, Noel.
To say there is no such thing is incredibly ignorant and illogical. Objective reasoning matters more to me than emotional gut responses. I do not believe putting innocent people in jail because ew, gross. How can an animal provide meaningful consent to a human in the same way that an animal can provide meaningful...
He sounds like he's been through 5 rounds of Fort Polk. Yeah. He does, dude. He's like, I don't know, like, if you ever watch anything he does, he always sounds like he's gonna burst into tears at any moment. I don't know why. Like, I don't think he is, but he just sounds, it's almost like whiny, you know? Because he knows he's a big bitch and he knows it possibly. There's a good
meaningful
possibility
consent to another animal. Most communications between animals are non-verbal. Have you ever seen the thousands of videos on YouTube and America's Funniest Home Videos where someone falls down and their dog immediately starts humping them?
God.
Is the dog not consenting to some form of sexual contact?
No, it's not. It's not consenting. It can't consent. Fucking Christ.
I get that we live in a world where most people's interactions with animals are only ones that have had their balls surgically removed, without their consent, of course. But animals with sex drives clearly don't give a shit about what they are fucking and are just doing
They
whatever
do
feels
care.
good.
They do care. So, basically, this is just saying, your movie sucks is saying, well, you cut the balls off of dogs, therefore it's... therefore, they can't consent to that, so why are we saying they can't consent to sex when they hump people all the time? And it's like, it's not the same thing. There's hormones involved. They're also, I don't think they have, and I say this with as much as love as I have for my dogs, I don't think they have the conscious understanding for those actions. So it's like, this is a completely mute point and just using whataboutisms. By the way, Kelpie, did you know about the Silent Hill 4 circumcision theory? No, but I'll like to hear about it later.
Adam typed out one of his essays saying he
About
isn't
to
actually attracted
remove-
to animals
About to remove your movie sucks balls, yeah, based.
and is instead attracted to anthropomorphic lions. He also spends much of this argument claiming he's not trying to defend bestiality, but is instead arguing against general societal hypocrisies. To him, it's retarded when people feign outrage over fucking dogs, and not horse racing and factory farming.
Yeah, that's just like whataboutisms, and there's like, there is you can say horse racing, factory farmings is inhumane, which it is. There are cases where it can be inhumane, and like you can make that argument. But it's not the same as fucking animals. It's like, oh, but we race horses. Yeah, but you want to fuck a horse. That's like, there's a huge difference. Horses are made for running. You know, there is like, you could criticize how they're treated, but like, it's not the same as literally getting dicked down by a horse. You know, horses, like, I don't know. I don't understand this mindset. It's just silly.
Go to some of those like Twitter threads of the ones being like, you must never forget that this man said that said that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with.
There's a difference between domestication and fucking trying to ride a horse, and not in the saddle way. True, actually. Yes, I agree with you. You know, horses are bred, you know, they're not even bred, they're like genetically designed to run across long distances, right? So it's not, as long as you take care of the horse, it's really not gonna harm them in the long run. I mean, to say that there isn't like some level of abuse is a fallacy, because I do think some horse race owners do mistreat their horses, but it's not always the case. But there is in no case where if you fuck a horse, the horse isn't being abused, right? Whereas there are cases of people who have race horses and the horses are treated extremely well. So it's definitely not 1-to-1. And it's he's just saying, well, what about this? What about this? You do this. He's just trying to deflect from actually making a point because he knows he doesn't have a point.
Animals, and then they leave out the part where I said, well, only if it's...
So if we genetically engineer a new animal made for fucking... If the animal does not have the intelligence of a human being and understand the consequences of sex, they cannot ethically consent. No matter how genetically modified they are. You would have to give them the intelligence of a human to understand the emotional, physical, and moral connection that humans face. And that's why in no circumstance animals can consent. They just don't have any grasp of the complex knowledge or the complexity of human emotion, right? It's for animals, it's all pheromones, it's all body language, it's all like basic nature. And humans don't have that. It's far more complex, and because of that, humans cannot fuck animals. And animals cannot fuck humans because it's just not the same. It's icky. What if it has no emotions or life whatsoever? Well, that's called necrophilia.
If there's literally no measurable harm or distress placed on the
sex bot? Oh yeah. Well, sex bots, they're not alive. And they don't have rights. They're just clankers, so who cares about sex bots, right? I would much rather, like, as weird as fucking a robot would be, it's much more acceptable to fuck a robot than an animal because there's no harm to the robot. Because there's no physical or emotional or mental damage you could cause to a robot.
animal, which would make it literally less harm.
That said, if you get a robot that's in the shape of a kid or an animal, I still think you're weird and you should be burned in the fire. But if it's an adult robot, it's cool.
Harmful than the entire farming industry, the entire breeding industry, right?
That's
Things that people are already okay with. But no.
I'm not gonna look at it right now, Salami. Kelpie. Yeah, fucking kill me if I have to listen to this guy justify fucking dogs again.
Of course, you don't apply that same logic to people in those industries. You don't go to people who are like farmers or have ever been to like a horse race, so much more abusive than the examples I'm talking about. You don't apply that same level of criticism to them. I think
there is ethical farming, there is ethical breeding, there is ethical racing. There is no ethical sex having with animals, right? There is no way. And it's not just animals, like with kids too. If you can't consent, you cannot ethically have sex with them, right? Like, and I mean this as a broader variety of things. No, it's the millipede and centipede one. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yes, I think I did call for that. I'll check it out. I'll check it out after this video. Thank you very much, Salami. I appreciate it.
I think you're full of shit. I think these people are so full of shit.
If this type of argument sounds familiar, it's exactly what Vosh does. Vosh has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for CP and Lolicon, arguing that people shouldn't be outraged about it because children.
What's that fucking weird growth on his ear? Every time I see his like every time he has a side profile, it's always the ear with like the weird fucking growth on it. And I can't figure it out. I want to pop it. I bet there's a lot of pus in there.
Children are being used to make chocolate and the clothes we're wearing right now.
Humans are a disease.
Both
True.
are using whataboutism to distract people from the fact that they're being apologized.
I don't think all humans are a disease. I just think humans who try to justify unethical stuff with people and animals, you know, like they try to go through these mental I think if they try to go through these mental gymnastics, God, I can't talk. These mental gymnastics, then yes, I do think they're a disease. But I think for the most part, humanity is reasonable and understands this guy's full of shit. It's the poisonous nature of his existence to the rot of his skin suit. True.
For a moral behavior.
That's why he wears a fursuit to hide his rot.
Null pretty easily defeated Adam's argument by stating, "We eat meat because we need to eat to survive. We inseminate horses and cattle artificially because we are selectively breeding them for some purpose. There is no situation in which a person needs to give a dog a blowjob. And from what I've shown,
that's correct. Like you can ethically farm, you can ethically breed, you cannot ethically fuck an animal. That is a fact.
That is something of
there is no ethical or moral existence you can justify for fucking animals.
Psychological risk for the human and psychological damage for the animal. By the way, this conversation would go on for multiple days, To give Noel some criticism, he shouldn't have even tried engaging with this guy.
Yeah.
Adam is never going to change his position. Noel should have just called him a dog fucker and left it at that. And this isn't stuff of the past. As recent as a year ago.
Yeah, like, these people are so set in their ways on justifying fucking animals that even if you, like, provided scientific evidence saying this is what happens to a dog's or animal's brain when you sexually assault them, they're like, well, not if they consent. Or what about farming? They'll still, like, run these, like, nonsensical arguments over and over again to try to justify their actions. And it's grotesque behavior.
Adam is still on Reddit arguing about bestiality. It's a repetitive cycle for him. This stuff would
the guy justifying lolicon and child porn. Okay, so some context photos of me taken by the first adoptive father exist when I was 8, and he took photos of me doing things that sicken me to my core. Yeah, that's icky. I'm sorry that happened to you, Anna. It's just like, Vosh is one of those people, if you're talking about Vosh, Vosh is a very gross person. He actually got caught in 4K with lolicon on his computer. And it's why, like, nobody talks about him anymore, because, like, people don't want to, like, acknowledge his existence.
Surface from time to time. Most notably in spring of 2020, when he defended IW.
But, yeah, it's the arguments YMS is making is the same arguments Vosh makes to justify lolicon, and it's gross and weird and sick.
And Anissa during the OnlyFans controversy. And yes, these guys are friends. How shocking. People posted memes mocking his bestiality takes, leading Adam to talk about it on stream for over an hour. He blames the discourse still existing on people being terminally online, which is ironic as hell since he's the one constantly talking about it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of these people are just...
Like, he constantly talks about it. Like, it's not even like, oh, this is a bad take I've had in the a bad take I've had in the past, and I moved on. I was a stupid kid who didn't understand. He still actively makes these comments and still actively defends this kind of stuff. And like, this guy's like gotta be in his late 30s now. He's not a kid, you know, late 20s, excuse me, God, I can't talk. Early 30s, late 30s. You know, it's just, like, there's just no justification for it.
Fucking awful. Like, holy shit. Like, go outside or something. The world is not Twitter.
He also expands on his previous whataboutism style arguments by saying it was always about moral consistency and not bestiality, even though he can literally use anything else to demonstrate this.
And then people come out against some guy that, like, sucked an animal penis or something. It's like, okay.
I mean, like, Vegan Gains, for how crazy he is, does make relatively good arguments about, like, the morality of, like, animal industries and, like, you know, ethical farming and shit like that. You know, I think he's a crazy lunatic, but he doesn't justify fucking animals. This guy can't seem to he's like, oh, well, it's about the farming. No, it's about you fucking animals, and you're backtracking to make it not sound as bad. Terminally online, my brother in Christ, you made the like, yeah.
You're being a fucking hypocrite.
Like, this guy is the definition of it's self-projection, right? Oh, they're terminally online. Well, this guy's online probably more than everybody who's criticizing
that's
him.
Stupid. Like,
jerking off to animal porn.
That's my point. It's not about, like, just... It's more about moral consistency than anything else. I think people are fucking stupid.
Earlier in the stream, he chastises people who he claims are morally grandstanding over the topic, adding on that it's immoral to judge someone based on philosophical disagreements.
Like, the entire concept of rallying against me for this position, the entire concept of doing that is to basically say, hey, we are the arbiters of morality. That is clearly immoral, and we all need to band together to reassure ourselves of what morality is. We are moral, he is not. Let's all agree on that. Let's, you know.
But what you're saying isn't moral. You're advocating for the sexual assault of animals under the guise of that. I don't even know. You know what's stupid? Those photos were leaked, so somewhere in the world there are photos of me naked doing shit at the age of... That is disgusting. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Anna. Like, that... But that just proves my point. Like, just be... Like, it's... Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. That's just icky that that's happened to you. But, like, these kind of people who justify, like, lolicon are contributing to that environment by making new pedophiles and shit. What he's saying is, it's evil for you to condemn me for my horrible opinions. Yeah, basically. I don't know if he's trying to make himself out to be, like, this contrarian type. Like, oh, everybody say I'm disagreeing with everybody because I'm smarter than everybody, which, you know, if you use Reddit long enough, you do inevitably turn into that kind of person. But I don't think that's the case. I think he's just trying to justify saying that he's that he agrees with these and that everybody else is wrong and everybody else is stupid, you know, and it's gross. Because someone on my case saw the photos and believed the same thing that this guy believed. Yeah. It's just gross. Like, he's basically making pedophile arguments, but for animals. And he is making pedophile arguments. He made it in the earlier half of this, you know, episode. It's just, he's justifying gross behavior and says, oh, everybody's too stupid to understand. I'm the intelligent one. Because I'm morally superior and intellectually superior. And it's like, no, dude, you're just a fucking degenerate. Does that make sense? I'm having a hard time explaining myself for it, but, like, it's just, he's not doing it for the views, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for real.
You know, be angry about it or whatever, right?
At this point,
it's coming from a...
I think he's not ranking as trust a chronic freak. True. Like, he might, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, he's fucked a dog, but I will say with how often he makes the argument for fucking dogs, he at the very least wants to fuck a dog. And he could deny that all he wants. You know, and it's not even dogs. He's more into lions, so maybe fucking cats. I don't know. But, like, he's at the very least so okay with the fact that he will continuously make the argument that bestiality should be okay, and when it's not okay. And no matter what evidence you provide him, he will just completely say, no, you're the idiot. You're the idiot. Everybody else is wrong. And those kinds of people, you know, at a certain point, you have to say, well, do you actually believe this or do you want to believe this, right? And you have to wonder if, like, this is something that he wants so deep down to justify. Either maybe because he's done in the past or maybe he wants to do it and doesn't want to feel, like, bad about it. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just icky. The whole thing's icky. I know I keep defaulting to that, but it's just,
right.
I hate it.
The ultimate irony in that is that I believe it's incredibly immoral to completely write someone off as a person entirely based off of a philosophical disagreement.
This isn't a philosophical disagreement. This is animal abuse.
Like, wait, would that not also constitute these same people?
See, he's throwing out smart words. He's throwing out longer words. Like, oh, this is a philosophical disagreement. This is a moral argument. No moral argument justifies fucking animals, my dude.
Applying that to themselves for doing that? Like, there are some people legitimately that think that I shouldn't be able to pursue my passions, that I shouldn't have an audience because they disagree with me on a moral philosophical issue. Like, that's not moral.
You're justifying fucking animals, dude. Oh? You're a danger to You're a danger to the society.
That's incredibly immoral.
This is one of the most insanely retarded things I've ever heard. He's flat out saying that it's bad to judge someone based on their philosophies and their beliefs.
This is a legal disagreement. I notice how people use small language to try to make it seem like your opinion was actually stupid. Yeah, that's basically what it is. They're using, like, big words to make it seem like they're the intellectual ones, but, like, but if you, like, take a second to dissect their opinions, you're like, wait a minute, that's super retarded. It's a very Reddit thing to do. Like, I hate to say it, but that's a very Reddit thing to do, using unnecessarily large words. This is a legal disagreement. Yes, it is. It is a legal and a moral disagreement, but he's on the wrong side of both of them. And again, I don't think there's any justification for him to have these opinions.
Beliefs. As if people can't have harmful stances on certain topics. This take sounds like something coming from a legit neo-Nazi. Oh, you think it's bad I want to exterminate all Jews? Well, you're the bigoted one, because you're judging me badly as a person for saying that.
True.
And when that logic doesn't persuade people...
Rob's being made a good point. Like, when you start saying, like, whataboutisms, you could apply it to anything. That's why they're kind of, like, a bad way to make arguments. Oh, what about this? What about that? Well, you could do that about anything and have it fit a narrative, but it doesn't justify your narrative.
Adam brings up other people who have argued for bestiality, showing confusion as to why those people aren't getting as much shit as him.
Debate Destiny on it? Of course, but it wouldn't be much of a debate because he agrees with me on
Gross.
that. Have you ever seen the clips of him talking about the exact same shit? Of course you haven't, because he's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet.
That's nothing to do with the fact you're furry.
He has the exact same opinion. If people are gonna come at me pretending as if there's anything malicious about my perspective on it.
By the way, Destiny got proven to be a degenerate that was sharing nudes of people without consent and videos of people without consent. So I know this is probably like an older video response, but it aged like milk. I don't think using Destiny to win a scenario is a good thing. Johnny by Destiny's presence, yes. It's I don't know how old this video is, but at the very least, it did age like milk. It did not age well, knowing what we know now.
I would say that applies more to Destiny than me, because his response is literally just like, yeah, fuck animals, they're less species, rape them, whatever. I could shoot up a room full of cats and not feel anything about it if I didn't get caught.
God damn.
That's his opinion on it. So
I don't think Destiny actually has that opinion. I think he would say that, but that's more of him being edgy than anything. That said, Destiny, again, not a best example.
I don't know how much of a debate we'd actually have.
Huh. I wonder why Destiny's degenerate community is defending his takes on zoophilia. The same community that's currently defending Destiny for having potential CP in his possession.
That's true. He also has CP. He got in trouble with Willie Mac show because he admitted that he had CP. He's like, yeah, I have this video of this fucking obviously child. And Willie Mac show's like, why do you have it? Like, you need to get rid of it. He's like, I am obligated to keep it for evidence, is what he said. Dude, fucking what a degenerate. What a degenerate cock. Fuck Destiny.
She's 13 years old now. Oh, dang it! Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
W Ice King. True.
Adam claims that people are only going after him because he's a furry, not because he's consistently defending this stuff over the years, and gets mad when he can.
There are a lot of furries that actually don't believe this stuff. Like, saying that hiding behind furry is such a cowardly thing to do. Like, these are your opinions. Stand on them. Even if they're gross, fucking stand your ground, cunt. Hiding behind the fact that you're like, oh, they're only targeting me because I'm a furry is giving furries a bad name. And I say that as a non-furry who don't really like furries, but even I will acknowledge that most furries, even if they're extremely sexual and like have degenerate, have extra levels of degeneracy, they will never, I don't think they ever would justify, I think most of them would never justify fucking animals.
Connect the dots.
There are people that like really, really want to believe that I'm a bad person, and so this is as
I used a Neko profile pic, and my Minecraft username was KittyMama707. I still know this shit is fucking illegal and weird and gross. Yes, of course. Because most people, and say it with me, chat, are normal. This guy's not normal.
as close as they get. I'm not like taking advantage of people. I'm not like abusing anybody. I'm not like being a massive asshole to.
You're not abusing anybody, but you're justifying the abuse of animals and children by making whataboutisms.
People or like stealing money or anything. It's literally just, oh, this guy has an opinion on something and I just.
By the way, did you know the Romans made fun of Egyptians for worshipping animal gods? Hating furries is genetic based.
Agree with that opinion. I'm going to get very emotional about this person's opinion and try to present it in a way where I can connect the dots, and it's no longer just an opinion. No, this is actual abuse from his words, right?
I think connecting the
I think most, well, I'm saying it, but I don't think most people are saying you're actually abusing animals. I think they're saying that justifying the abuse of animals is gross. And you are justifying it by making these grotesque arguments.
dots can be very valid sometimes. Using Vosh as an example again,
yes,
not only has he consistently defended CP and Lolly, but he was also found to have lolicon on his computer.
Oh,
and recently,
that's right. He got caught in 4K, motherfucker. Fucking gross ass motherfucker.
Someone leaked DMs showing Vosh
had fucking lolicon and horse porn on his fucking computer. Like, why are you keeping that? Like, first off, you shouldn't save porn. But if you do save porn, don't save it to your fucking work computer, you dumb son bitch.
sending inappropriate messages to a minor. I think it's fair to connect all those things.
Yeah, nobody talks about that, but he got caught in 4K again sending messages to like I think it was like a 15-year-old. Like this guy is the definition of lefty brain rot bread tube degenerate type.
Things together.
And like it makes me think, and I say this with every bit of power in my existence, we were too mean to Xander Hall. If this was the result of some of the other bread tubers,
and claim Vosh
we
is a
should have been
pedophile.
nicer to Xander Hall.
I'm not trying to say that Adam is as bad as Vosh, but he's still showing a repeated pattern of behavior.
Oh yeah, I already read that comment.
Deplorable shit, while at the same time pretending like it's a philosophical debate in order to evade criticism. What really ties us all together is Adam's bizarre sexual obsession with Scar, the main villain of Disney's The Lion King. He loves Scar so much that he's commissioned someone to draw his persona.
Vosh is a manlet with a fucking beard. That is true. He is a manlet with a beard and a weird growth on his ear.
Caressing the cock of an anthropomorphic Scar. Even weirder are a full set of drawings he commissioned showing a non-bipedal Scar getting fucked in the asshole by a dildo.
Ew.
Yes, these exist.
Destiny, or not Destiny, I was gonna say Destiny. Disney, do something!
And can be found on his not safe for work Twitter account.
Disney, get the one time we want you to get your lawyers involved.
This man jerks it to gay lion porn. It's all even weirder when you remember how many times Adam has stated that he's only attracted to furries.
If I was a zoophile, I'd straight up say it. I'm borderline stupid with what I'll admit to. But here's a little something to help you out just in case you're confused. Would bang, would not bang, would bang, would not bang.
How does this excuse work when you're attracted to a cartoon?
We need to bring back bullying. I feel like this guy needs to be shoved in a locker. Minilad was a YouTuber who exposed Sydney. Oh yeah, that's right, Minilad. I thought it said manlet. My bad. I don't have my glasses on because I'm using my model, so you have to forgive me. Manlet. Vosh is Minilad with a beard. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yes, I agree. Fuck, dude. Remember when everybody wanted to, like, when all the fucking, like, CSGO and Fortnite and Minecraft VTubers wanted to like, get collabs with Minilab, and then it turns out he was a fucking gross weirdo who messaged kids, and then nobody talked about him again? Good times.
Cartoon lion. Well,
and then he tried to come back, but everybody was like, no, bitch, you stay the fuck down. Know your place, cunt.
You see, he loves Scar for his personality, not because he's a lion.
Like, if I fall in love with a character, I'm literally falling.
But Your Honor, I don't want to fuck the lion because he's a lion. I want to fuck the lion because he's a really hot lion.
in love with a character, like the actual character. I wouldn't be attracted to the design of Scar.
Venus crew immediately buried him, as they should. Like, if they weren't aware of it, keeping him around will tarnish their fucking reputation. Hey, it's PJ. I'm going to go to sleep, but I'll leave you on in the background. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. You know, obviously I want to go over this, and then I have a couple other things I want to go over before the end of it. So, but I appreciate you. Have a good night, PJ.
Same voice or mannerisms or anything like that. Like, it's all still there. In the same way that it would be for a human being. But it's
then why say, like, you're in love with Scar the lion and not, like, the actor who played Scar? Because all the mannerisms is from, like, the guy who voice acted him, right? Like I think they like tracked his like facial expressions and everything when he was recording. So is it the but you're saying it's the lion. No, it's the lion. I gotta go to bed early because of work tomorrow. So good night, y'all. It's been gas. You have a good night too, Anna. I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna go over a couple other things and I'll probably call it a night. But we're gonna finish this. I'm having a lot of fun. You take care, okay? Thanks for stopping in.
Really difficult for people to like rationalize things that they don't understand.
I don't know why, but this sounds like something you'd hear from a safe, sleazy, nice guy. He's sexually into Scar for his personality, I guess. But you see, according to Adam, it's perfectly fine for someone to be sexually attracted to cartoon animals. He even used this thing called the Harkness test to justify it. And if you don't know what that is, it's a test ranking how permissible sexual relations are with non-human entities.
It's basically the thing that pedophiles use when they get their like waifus. And it's like, oh, she's not a child. She's a 10,000-year-old vampire witch. Technically, she's the pedophile. And it's just like, but it looks like a kid, acts like a kid, sounds like a kid, but like, but they like, it's, and then there's also or maybe it's the other way around. I think it's like animals who are not like old enough, but like act old enough, maybe? I think that's what it is.
For context of this next clip,
maybe I'm wrong.
Anissa brought up the female white cat from the Aristocats.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe type voice.
Right. Oh, is that like a small kitten?
The narrator's voice and cadence sounds straight version of In Praise of Shadows. No, In Praise of Shadows sucks. Rob's media is based. We all love Rob's media. He actually did a really good video not too long ago on Casey Tron. Like, I'm gonna wait a little bit till I watch it, but it was it was really funny. I might react to it another time.
No, it's like a mom cat.
I'm just trying to figure out why it's wrong.
Well, because
it passes the Harkness test.
Yeah, yeah.
What's a Harkness test?
You've never heard of the Harkness test? Okay, so people, now that we're in the age of, like, everybody's just attracted to weird shit that's, like, just all, like, fictional, like, dragons, right? So now there's the debate over, like, okay, is it ethical to, like, be attracted to this thing? So, like, some random person, like, I don't know if their name was Hark or something, but furries and, like, most other online communities that, like, talk about fictional porn or whatever have generally accepted this, where the Harkness test is like, okay, is this creature of adult age for that creature in the fiction?
Okay, so that's what it is. It's still, like, it's still not justifiable. Like, if you have to have, like, it just sounds like mental gymnastics to justify weird degeneracy is all it sounds like.
And are they...
But I had it wrong the first time. It was technically, like, if they're mentally of age, which doesn't mean shit.
Able to communicate with you on a level that is, you know, like, equivalent to, like, English or whatever, right? And, like, these different standards, it's like,
right,
this is okay, this is not okay, and it's generally accepted. So
yeah, no, that's fair.
Kind of funny.
Ah, yes. It's valid to fuck any animal if you deem it intelligent enough.
Yeah.
I couldn't expect...
Yeah, my dog is smart, but I wouldn't fuck it. Like, that's so stupid. It's like you could, like, justify anything with that point. You know, like, oh, this child was so mature for its age. Like, that's the same fucking shit. Like, it's still gross.
Better take from the guy who dresses up as a horse in a skirt, the degenerate OnlyFans model with tattoos on every inch of her body, and her cuck husband. His hardcore fans are well aware of his attraction to Scar, and have turned...
Also, I'm just gonna go on a limb. Of course, Ian and Anissa are friends with this guy. It's so... the douchebag levels are, like, equal to each other.
Turned it into a community meme. It got so parasocial that these fans raised $1,000 to get Adam a life-size Scar doll, which he received in the mail only a month ago.
That's a bit wild, but okay.
Not very long.
Gross.
That is
very short. It's a very.
That thing's gonna be, dude. You fucking show a goddamn you show a goddamn, like, what's it called, a black light on that thing, it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna glow in the dark.
Short tail.
I agree.
And since people are undoubtedly making conspiracy theories, there's no hole in the back, okay?
It would be in the front, duh. to put the bad dragon toy in.
There's no holes anywhere.
This is disgusting.
Like
I know it's a plush, but it's still gross. This is this is not something you should be bragging about.
I don't mind his fans joking about this, but I'm laughing at him, not with him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to definitively say that Adam wants to fuck real animals, but I can't exactly fault someone for thinking that. All this stuff put together paints.
Like, he probably doesn't, like, I will say that he might want, at the very least want to, because there's no reason to make these arguments unless you want to fuck animals. Normal people do not make these arguments at all.
A really disturbing picture.
Like, it's very clearly someone who wants this to happen, or has had it happen, but I'm not going to go out and say it has happened, because there's no proof of that, but I will at the very least say it comes off as he really, really, really wants to fuck lions.
But
unironically.
Not enough people seem to really know about this stuff, so I wanted to talk about it. I used to be a fan of this guy, and I still think it's fine to watch his videos, but for me at least, I'm not going to be able to look at them the same way again. Like when watching his Lion King videos, there will always be a voice at the back of my mind, telling me that he likes the movie not just because it's good, but because he goons really hard to it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Rob's Media video. Now, your movie sucks, and I already found it. So on the same video, he actually responded, right? He actually responded. He's responding right here. I'm going to read it. I may have to, I think I'm going to have to move the chat over here. And then move my avatar over here. We'll do a little rearranging. But, so he actually responded. And let me tell you something. We're going to read it together. And you're going to see just how fucking unhinged this guy is. He's so fucking unhinged, bro. Like, there is no it's so crazy. First off, it's so fucking much. Like, look how much he's fucking responded. And it's just like, we're gonna read it. Because I think it's worth it. Because it's so fucking unhinged. We might skip a few parts just because there's, so much of it. Like, it's definitely Dark Viper levels of fucking, don't forget to look at the image. Yeah, okay, hang on, I'll quickly look at it real quick. Let me move that down. Okay. Thank you, Salami. Very cool. I will look at it a little bit later. But I like that. I'm going in. When I'm gonna try to cut this. I'm gonna try to cut this video up a little bit, and I'll use that as my thumbnail if you don't mind. I appreciate it. It's very cool. So he responded. He responded pretty quickly after the release of it. I think he might have subbed to Rob's Media and saw it immediately. But he basically spurgs out. He says, "Hello, I'm leaving a comment thoughtfully and thoroughly to address each accusation in your video. If you truly believe this video was made in good faith, I see no reason why you would not pin this comment and allow others to see my response." Now, keep that in mind. He wants this comment to be pinned, but there's a reason why it's not pinned. You'll see in a minute. First, I find it incredibly difficult to believe that it's just a coincidence that your video was published within the first 24 hours of me being out of town for a biggest publicly well-known work commitment that I've been doing for 11 years annually. There is literally a 1 in 365 chance that this would happen by accident. So he's basically accusing that Rob's Media, completely, timed this so that he was out of town so he wouldn't respond. I don't think so. Most people don't fucking track this guy's, he's expecting everybody to know this guy's calendar information, but I don't think Rob's Media gave enough of a shit or even knew about that. So this is just him. So right away, it's notable because he's poisoning the well. He's poisoning the water to say that this guy is intentionally being malicious. I don't think it's that deep. This is very scummy. This is a very scummy move to say the least. I genuinely would not be surprised if you wound up deleting my comment and pretending it doesn't exist. He's pretending it doesn't exist, but he didn't delete the comment. This is especially scummy since you're considering fully aware of my wrist issues, and I recently got a painful procedure for. Again, he's saying that this is like Rob's media is being malicious, but again, it's not that deep. It's just poisoning the well. You knowingly create a situation where I have to physically hurt myself to give proper response since I can't do a live streaming reaction while I'm out of town. Generally awful behavior. Again, Rob's media didn't do that. I think it's just him being like I don't know how to explain it. He's basically just making these he's putting words into Rob's mouth, basically saying, you did this on purpose. You knew I was out of town. Most people don't fucking know this shit. Like, I don't think he was watching your videos religiously or keeping track of your flight plans or anything like that, right? He probably had this video in the works for weeks and then just conveniently released it on those dates. Second, you are also clearly aware of a gigantic meme amongst my haters that I'm the easiest person in the world to get a hold of for comment. Me leaving lengthy comments on your video is an example of this. Anyone with even the slightest amount of journalistic ethics would have made an attempt to reach out to me for comment for posting the video. I checked your Twitter account and you haven't made any attempts to reach out to me for comment. I have not received a single email from you either. Rob's media is not obligated to email you. He's not obligated to send you information. He's not obligated to do that. When you make a report about someone, people don't have to fucking reach out to you, right? They just have to make sure their work is right. And there's a couple things in the video that's a little iffy, and we'll go over that. But for the most part, the video is good. The video is well done. It's well researched. He has examples. He doesn't need to, and if he reaches out to you, it's not productive because you're just going to try to say, no, I don't do that, and no, I don't do this. There's no point to it, right? This is just a retrospective piece. It's not nothing serious. But he's trying to make it seem like journalistic integrity. Like he's a fucking commentary YouTuber, dude. Like, calm the fuck down. If you truly believe what you were saying, why not at least make the smallest effort to get more content out of it? I haven't deleted any of those posts you are referencing in the video. My entire history with every single one of these dramas is for me to give lengthy detail in response like this one. If you truly believe that my opinions are so crazy that you made an entire video out of it, why not at least get more content out of it? Well, again, he's not obligated to. He probably didn't want to talk to you. He probably didn't want to converse with you. He's not obligated to do that. You're saying he's obligated to do that just so you could, justify your gross beliefs again, but we already know where you stand. Nothing would have changed in the video. It's clear you made a conscious choice to create and publish a video knowing full well that it was lacking comments and clarification that would have been made had you decided to reach out. Again, he's not obligated to do that. You build up a sizable audience making this type of content, and whether you admit it or not, you've incentivized yourself into making decisions like these. A video with the premise of, hey everybody, look at this likely autistic person's atypical perspective on various moral philosophical issues. Okay, I have a problem with this, guys. He's basically saying likely autistic. He's not confirmed to be autistic. He's not diagnosed with autism. He's claiming autism. When he's I nearly choked on a mandrel when this motherfucker brought up ethics. Yeah, there's no ethics involved. But likely autistic. he's not autistic. He has no diagnosis. He's not officially diagnosed. He's just saying this so he could say, oh, you're targeting a neurotypical person, right? But he's not diagnosed or anything. Or an neurotypical person. Like a non-neurotypical person, and it's just more well poisoning. He's just trying to say that Rob's media is intentionally targeting him because of his disability that he doesn't have. His campaign autism to point to one of the fuck dogs at this point. Yeah, Like he's like autism people don't accept him. But he's not autistic, so it doesn't matter. He's likely autistic. And he knows he can't say autistic, otherwise he'd get shit for it, so he says likely autistic to get around it. So I'm going to skip some of these. I'm going to, some of these are like the Prince of Egypt shit I don't give a fuck about. The rainforest one I don't give a fuck about. I think Rob's Media might have gotten those wrong, but they're such minor points, I don't think they matter. What does matter is, let me see which one it is. Brain weird, let me see where it is. So there's the rainforest. Stay drama. Let's see, where is it? So, like, yeah, he goes on for a long time about rainforest. So, Sappho Kitten, you don't think that furry is the first hint, so yeah, don't care about that. Let's see, where's the rest of the video? Or where's the rest of the stuff? Show more replies. Is it more down? Or did he... Oh, okay. No, seriously, below, delete the second comment, I mean. Oh, no, it's not here. Okay. So there was a second comment. I guess it got deleted for obvious purposes. I'll have to find it. But basically, he makes the argument that Rob's Media was grooming children, was showing porn to children. Like, there's no evidence of that at all in this video. But he basically calls Rob's Media child groomer. And if Rob's Media deleted that, I think that's okay. Because, because I think that's fucking deranged, right? Like, there's no evidence. He's basically slandering Rob's Media, saying that, like, oh, this guy's a child groomer. I guess he just, I guess it got deleted, which is understandable. Like, Rob's Media isn't gonna, like, let some guy slander him online. I think that's completely insane. But basically that's what it is, and I guess it got taken down, which is fine. You know, I don't think Rob's Media is obligated to have that. Please fart for me. No, thank you. I don't do that kind of stuff, but welcome to the chat. Anyways, I wish I should have double checked. I didn't pull up let's see if I can't find it. Let's see. Your movie sucks. Media. See if I can't find it real quick. I know I could probably find it on Nicholas Diorio's channel, but I'm gonna see if I can't find it. YMS people shouldn't go to jail for sex with animals. Is that directly a quote from the comment? I don't know. I would like to find the comment specifically. Maybe if you said pretty please. No man with these days now in younger days, yeah. No, I'm just not into that kind of stuff. Again, like, I think Nicholas Diorio had it, but I'm gonna have to, like, I'll have to find it later. But he basically said that Rob's Media was grooming children with no evidence that he was a pedophile, or not a pedophile, but like a child groomer, and that, like, he was showing porn to children without evidence, and I think that's gross and everything. But that's what it is. Also, Nicholas Diorio had this video
why can't they use
of him showing porn to children?
For CG,
like, if you look here, like, it goes to a Rule 34 website, and that's gross. So he's like, you're gonna call Rob's Media out for showing porn, which he doesn't do, but then you do it directly. Why are you defending EDP 445? Are you freaky? Are you freaky? I like freaky girls. No, I do not defend EDP 445. What are you talking about, man? I don't know what you're talking about. It's not me. Not my... I don't fucking do that shit. I'm talking about, God, I wish I was a woman to double my age. Room. What are you talking about, Salami? Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it here tonight. I didn't, my throat's starting to give out. I apologize, everybody. But I had a lot of fun. I think this guy, not Rob's Media. Rob's Media is amazing, but Your Movie Sucks is a gross person. I wish I had the comment. I feel like I should have double checked it. I didn't even know it was taken down, but whatever. It's fine. Like I don't blame Rob's Media for taking it down because it basically was slander. But I think I'm gonna call it here. Tomorrow, maybe like in the next couple days, we'll do another one because we still have this one from Anna I would like to do, and then I also have this article that was sent to me that would be a lot of fun. You have time to watch the fucking Astro Boy thing second time you do this. Yes, I will make sure. In fact, Salami, I promise you, we'll do that one first because I have been promising you that for a while, and I do owe you that. And I apologize. We'll do it tomorrow. How about tomorrow? Jet Silver in the space fogs of Venus span the space between us and the tune. I don't play their music, especially for you. I don't know who that is, but welcome to the chat. But unfortunately, I'm calling it tonight because my throat's starting to give out. You all have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for attending. Tomorrow, I'll stream more of this, and we'll